Alright, the Slack is back. This is part 2 of 3 of chapter 7 of my Dead Space 2 hardcore run, and I've had a chance to check out some of the comments on some of the earlier vids that I posted, and it seems the most frequently asked question is this commentary dubbed or live? Like, is it like done live while playing the game, or did I do it after the fact? And I thought that everybody would be able to tell, but apparently not. No, this commentary is done after the fact. None of it is done live throughout the entire hardcore run, and that's just simply because there's no way I could play at this pace and do live commentary. It's just I'm maintaining a real frantic pace here. If you haven't noticed already, this video is actually a good example of this bonsai pace I've been keeping up throughout the entire run. This is one of my favorite videos in this run. Everything pretty much goes off without a hitch here. I just started this segment, so my practice run is still fresh in my mind. Like I said in the first video in this hardcore run, how to beat hardcore, and just describe basically exactly what I did to prepare for this run. Yeah, I do a couple practice runs. Well, that's kind of an understatement. I do several practice runs before I take on the segment, and I think it's worth it because each segment that I'm doing is only an hour and a half long, and the last segment is only like an hour and 10 minutes. Yeah, bonsai. Bye Slash. Yeah, I knew he was gonna pop up there, and I got ready for him. This here, I love doing this part. You just go racing down this corridor, and you take out this stalker before he even has a chance to rush. Surprise! It's your birthday, and his little brother down there, and that's it. That's all. If you do it quick enough, you can, like I said, get up and around the corner before he even rushes. So, like I say on my Dead Space 2 Secret Sales page. Don't let them ambush you, ambush them. And I pull out this hack, I think. Do I? Yeah, I do. And that's it, that's all. And we're on into the Computer Mainframe area. And I am going to get the Peng treasure because I think it's worth it. It only takes about, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes, and you get a lot of goodies in that room, so I am going to do that.
Initiating system lockdown.
So we're off into the separate sections of the Computer Mainframe maintenance rooms, I believe they're called, and you got to solve this puzzle here where you pull the fuses out and put them in the right slots according to the pattern on the floor at the end. And this one, I actually blew it. I've got these memorized, like I've got it down. Here's a good example of how well the force gun works on the swarmers. Wait for all 5 of them to appear and then turn them into swarmer soup, and that's it, that's all. And right here, I always know that this top one goes there, and the bottom one goes right there in the bottom, and the cross pattern goes in the bottom right. I don't know why I put it in the top right. I have no idea why I did that. Like I said, I know it's like the back of my hand. And the last one, of course, goes into the last empty slot, and that's it, that's all. Bob's your uncle, and the puzzle is solved. Interact with that thingy there, and we're back out. Switch over the creepy crawly space to the left side, and we'll go do the left Computer Mainframe fuse puzzle. In that area, a super slasher spawns. You get to take it out with the Ripper, so that's why I'm getting it ready now. And in you go, Slackster. All right. I know some guys are really kind of a little squeamish about the way the Ripper handles. The thing is, you just simply don't let the slashers overshoot the Ripper, and as long as you don't do that, they're so easy to handle.
Unauthorized visitor. Mainframe.
See, this fuse puzzle I'm getting right down there. They're all going into the right slots and lighting up green. Go figure. This is actually the more difficult one. Okay, so here we go. See, and you see that the slasher almost went over, but his knees almost went past the Ripper blade. When that happens, you're kind of screwed because then it can attack you. But whenever you see the slasher's knees go past the Ripper blade, just back up, and you saw it up some more, and you just keep it under control like that. Here's a quick way to solve the Peng puzzle. Just take out the bottom 2 fuses, take the top 2 fuses, move them directly down, take the cross pattern fuse, put it at the top left, put the last fuse in the last slot, and you're done. Yeah, stick with me, kid. I'll learn you up. Now let's collect a whole bunch of goodies in the secret Peng treasure room. And for this you get the Peng achievement. I'm on the PC version, so I don't do any of those achievements, but somebody can post a comment what kind of achievement you get for going in this room and collecting the Peng treasure. Kind of a tradition in Dead Space. Anywho, this room always coughs up 2 power nodes. Some yum-yums there. Always a large med pack, and the Peng treasure, which is worth 10, count them, 10,000 credits, cha-ching. So that's that. Like I said, it takes a couple minutes, so it's well worth it. But later on, out in space, where you can collect a whole truckload of goodies. I mean, you'll definitely max out your inventory out there, looting all the pods below the solar mirrors. I'm going to be skipping over that entirely. Takes too much time, and I don't need that stuff, and it's, you know, it's just that it's going to add like a good, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes to the run. And I just don't want to do that. I don't need any of that stuff. Like I said, I finished with over 23,000 credits and 2 spare power nodes and a whole bunch of ammo that I never used. So I finished the game in fine style without all that extra loot. These 2 slashers here, I always feel a little sorry for them, because they're like, you know, you come out and it's a natural choke point and they both come at you like that. See, this is an example again, once again. See how I'm backing away? That slasher's trying to overshoot my Ripper Blade and get in between me and the Ripper Blade, at which point you can attack me. But you just back up and that's it. I love this part too. You can just take down all the diodes like that of the mainframe with one shot of the force gun. Saves you a lot of time. So that's one way you can use the force gun to do a little speed running. Actually, to me, the force gun is a speed run weapon. That's what I love it for. You can do a lot of speed running tactics with this weapon, and I don't put any power nodes into it at all. I just use it default out of the box. That's it. That's all. So after this next area where there's a whole bunch of cysts and some dividers spawn, there's a little trick here. Right after the body falls on you, and there's a little cutscene. Well, not a cutscene, but like Ellie starts talking and everything. You can run straight through to the end, and as long as Ellie's talking, none of the dividers will spawn. So you can just take the green loot boxes, quickly break them open, and use those to kill the cyst and be out of there before any of that happens. So that's it. That's all. And this slasher at the end is not going to know what hit it. But boom, it's your birthday. And this sleeper here, if you can catch him as soon as he spawns on the wall, he always spawns on the wall in the middle there, and if you can catch him with some stasis, you're going to save yourself a lot of headaches, because if he gets mixed in with the lurkers that eventually start spawning on the wall there, you got yourself one hellacious mess. Yeah, so this part here is just pretty much Johnny on the spot with the detonator. Spot him and blow him away and you'll be fine. And there's one final leaper here that spawns as soon as you go right past here. There's the trigger point right there. Leaper spawns, he always lands in the middle here. Put him in stasis and rip him a new one, and that's it. That's all. Bob's your uncle. So this video is winding up. Just going to hit the power lock room, and that's about it. I have to hit this power lock room because it has the contact beam schematic in it, and that is a bona fide member of the Slack arsenal. I'm going to be taking that on in chapter 10, I believe. I'm going to have to watch the next video. Yeah, I think I take it on in chapter 10. That's the old-fashioned way. My newfangled way, my newfangled loadout is I take on the contact beam as early as chapter 8 so I can collect more ammo for it. Thank you all very much for watching. And speaking of newfangled, I worked out a completely new way of playing Dead Space 2 on Zealot mode. It's a lot different from this hardcore run and my normal run, my normal walkthrough. I worked out some whole new strategies, some kick-butt strategies, alright? And if you want to get the complete lowdown on this, buy my ebook. Well, what's in it for me, Slack? Well, this ebook will teach you how to play the game with confidence and finesse by using killer tactics developed by an avid gamer who has played and replayed the single-player campaign literally dozens of times. Basically, this is the stuff they don't tell you in other game guides, okay? I've gone to the trouble to analyze the game in great detail and figure out enemy spawn points, trigger lines, the whole kit and caboodle, and I've got it all mapped out for you and beautifully formatted in this 272-page illustrated strategy guide. Well, how do I know it's any good, Slack? Well, you can get your free sample chapter. Go to the link in the video description and scroll down to the bottom of the information page, the Dead Space 2 Secrets information page, and grab yourself up a free sample. And did I thank you for watching? Well, what the hey, I'll thank you again. Thank you for watching. I love you. I love you.